Ever seen a building taller than the Statue of Liberty, longer than the Empire State Building is tall, floating on water? That's a container ship for you. These behemoths are the workhorses of global trade, moving millions of tons of cargo across the oceans. We're talking everything from clothes and electronics to cars and food, all neatly packed in those colorful containers you see stacked up on deck. Imagine a ship so big it has its own traffic control system, with smaller tugboats acting like sheepdogs to guide it in and out of port. These ships are like small cities with crews of up to 25 people living and working on board for months at a time. You've got your engine room, galley, sleeping quarters, even a gym, and sometimes a swimming pool. The scale is mind-blowing. Some of these ships can carry over 24,000 standard-sized containers. That's enough to hold over 140 million pairs of shoes. And it's not just about size, it's about efficiency. Container ships have revolutionized global trade, making it cheaper and faster to move goods around the world. Building a container ship is no walk in the park. It all starts with a plan, and these blueprints are more complex than anything you'd use to build a house. Naval architects use sophisticated computer programs to design these floating giants, taking into account things like cargo capacity, speed, fuel efficiency, and stability. Think of it like designing a giant jigsaw puzzle, but each piece has to fit perfectly and withstand extreme weather conditions. They consider the ship's route, the types of cargo it will carry, and even the depth of the harbors it will visit. These aren't just pretty pictures either. These designs are put to the test in virtual wave tanks and simulations that mimic real-world conditions. Everything from the shape of the hull to the placement of the containers on deck is optimized for maximum efficiency and safety. Once the design is finalized, it's time to start cutting steel. Huge steel plates, some weighing several tons each, are cut to size using computer-guided lasers and then welded together to form the ship's hull. Imagine a giant Lego set, but instead of snapping pieces together, you're welding massive chunks of metal. It's a noisy, hot, and dangerous job, but somebody's got to do it. And talk about teamwork. It takes hundreds of skilled welders, fitters, and other tradespeople to put these massive structures together. The hull is built in sections, kind of like a giant bathtub. Once a section is complete, it's moved to a dry dock, a huge basin that can be flooded to float the ship. The sections are then joined together, and the ship slowly starts to take shape. This is where things get really impressive. Imagine watching as cranes carefully lower massive engine blocks, propellers the size of houses, and entire prefabricated living quarters into place. High-tech at high seas innovation in shipbuilding. Shipbuilding might seem like an old-fashioned industry, but it's actually at the forefront of technological innovation. Remember those computer programs used to design the ship? They're also used to guide robotic welders and cutters, ensuring precision and efficiency in the construction process. And it's not just about building bigger ships, it's about building smarter ships. Modern container ships are equipped with sophisticated navigation and communication systems, as well as sensors that monitor everything from engine performance to weather conditions. Some ships even have special coatings on their hulls that reduce friction with the water, making them more fuel efficient. And with growing concerns about the environmental impact of shipping, shipbuilders are constantly looking for ways to reduce emissions and make the industry more sustainable. We're talking hybrid engines, alternative fuels, and even wind-assisted propulsion systems. It's like something out of a science fiction movie. The backbone of global trade. How container ships move the world. Container ships are the unsung heroes of globalization. They're the reason you can buy a t-shirt made in Bangladesh or a smartphone designed in California, no matter where you live in the world. These ships carry over 90% of the world's manufactured goods, connecting businesses and consumers across continents. Think about the coffee you drink in the morning or the clothes you wear. Chances are, they were transported across the ocean on a container ship. Without these vessels, global trade would grind to a halt. The economic impact of container shipping is massive. It supports millions of jobs worldwide, from the shipyards where they're built to the ports where they load and unload their cargo. And because container shipping is so efficient, it helps keep the cost of goods down for consumers. The future of cargo container ships and beyond. Container ships have come a long way since the first container ship, the Ideal X, set sail in 1956. And as global trade continues to grow, so will the demand for bigger, better, and more efficient ships. We're already seeing ships that can carry over 24,000 containers, and who knows how big they'll get in the future. Maybe one day, we'll have container ships the size of small islands, but it's not just about size. The future of container shipping is about sustainability, automation, and smart technologies. Imagine ships that can navigate autonomously, powered by renewable energy sources, and equipped with advanced systems that optimize cargo handling and reduce waste. The next time you see a container ship on the horizon, take a moment to appreciate the incredible engineering and global network that makes it all possible. It's a floating testament to human ingenuity in our interconnected world.